rise every morning with truth in our hands. No more silence, we take a stand. For the people who cry, for the dreams that fade. We speak for the hearts that justice betrayed. Radio True DJ
on FM 103.9.
Radio True DJ
on FM 103.9.
Now we voice, now we power. True video go shine like tower. We no go fear, we go talk.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role. Make we raise with glass and toast for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race that the human race running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we alive. Go, go.
One day.
Listen to the song. We are making history. You can sing along. Don't fight, go with the noise, yeah. This moment is all we are. We will give it all. Everybody say,
Follow me, listen to the song. We're making history. You can sing along. Don't fight the feelings, go with the noise.
No matter your position, let's all play one formation. Global citizens, one people, one nation.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Mina Nene Fofana. Today in the studio I get me by Santigiti Kamara, winner the Leone Premier League Board Media Committee member. And I also get with me Abubakar Kamara, normally they call her ABK, and a media representative for the Marampa Mines Women's Premier League. And today we can talk about the two leagues them as they don't enter the second phase and how the competition talent, how team then they go and waiting at some of these challenges and the progress where the team and the league don't get. But before that, make we get some updates them on various leagues them and games they where they play around the world. We go start with the Emirates FA Cup as they don't make draws them. And you know, Boku fans then they say Arsenal then seems to get an easy way out because of the draw favor them with Southampton, then get for play with Southampton, while Chelsea get for play with Sportsville and Manchester City get for play Liverpool. West Ham they play Leeds United. And today the UEFA Champions League as well do return as Galatasaray for play with Liverpool. Newcastle they play Barcelona, Atletico Madrid get for play Tottenham, Atlanta get for play Bayern Munich, and later on the return leg Bayern Leverkusen get for play with Arsenal, Real Madrid get for face Manchester City. That games and they get for play the 11th, PSG get for face Chelsea, and we get for see Bodo Glimt get for play Sporting, and then the tomorrow then games and they play. It's a tough one, tough fixtures them as teams that they try for make them into the next round of the Champions League. And the return leg get for play on the 17th, where Sporting they play Bodo, Man City get for play Real Madrid, Chelsea get for play with PSG, Arsenal get for face Bayern Leverkusen, and on the 18th, Barcelona they face Newcastle, Liverpool they face Galatasaray, Tottenham they face Atletico Madrid, and Bayern Munich they face Atlanta. So that now the fixtures then now the Premier League. But the big now the Champions League, and the big game get for be against Man City and that of Real Madrid. As a lot of fans that they look forward to that game. These teams they already don't meet up 11th time at this league year. So and a lot of things that happen that 25 goals now Madrid don't score. They don't get 5 wins against Man City. They don't get 5 draws, and Man City self don't get the advantage with 6 wins and 26 goals. We also and still say Madrid eliminates Man City before, and a lot of things happen. That now be 2016 we see them face again, 2020 we see them face against 2022, 2023, 2024 and 2025, 5 consecutive time now this team then they face themselves, and it's a tight one. But this game here also as well, Real Madrid get a lot of players and with out of injury, so maybe Man City might get an easy one as Mbappe not get for play this first leg here, so Bellingham not get for play, Militao not there for play, Alaba get injury as well, Syllabus also get injury, Rodrigo get injury, and Carreras also get injury for Real Madrid. So a lot of players then for Madrid get day out for face and Man City tomorrow away. Now sad one. Jude Bellingham they have then they expect for and therefore they out for both the legs them against Man City as the player will pick up an injury inside a match. And it therefore, but by the 22nd of March, the team they expect them for return back, and it will be fit for the game against Atletico Madrid, hopefully. And Rodrigo self, now the player they then they out, but then they try to get a surgery today, and Rodrigo therefore they out till the beginning of 2027. When a sad one for the players, they get ACL injury, and it even gets for miss the World Cup. Alice Becker also get for miss the game between Liverpool and Galatasaray as in get fitness issue with because of injury, but hopefully he go return for the next round and the next game against Galatasaray. And with these injuries there, so it get for be a very difficult one for both Madrid and also Barca looking at the La Liga standing, but the team then go with then they try for compete highly. We also get for see Usai Barca get series of injury, and if players then not be careful with the game against Newcastle, they not go be available for face the following game. Usai Yamal if he get a possible yellow card can go out for the next round, and Fermin Lopez as well. Get and Casado as well, and also Gerard Martin. If they not be careful, they can go out due to yellow card ban for the next round at the Champions League. So this game against Newcastle, they really need for be careful as this then a key player with Barca. And the FA also do officially give out a fine to Rodri, the Ballon d'Or owner, after the game wouldn't be played against Tottenham because of the way he talked to the referee after the game. So they don't fine out for pay 80,000 pounds for the suspension. So, but they don't issue any form of suspension, or just a ban with gear. And from there we go on to players their improvement so far now the Premier League and other leagues them around the world. As we see, Joao Pedro they make a very good 2026. He don't put a lot of improvement. He don't score 11 goals, and he don't become one of the main man them for Chelsea. And hopefully, he get called up for Brazil, and he continue in good performance. But after Joao Pedro in the goal chart for this year 2026, now the Premier League we see Victor Yokeres get 8 goals, Anthony Gordon get 8 goals, and also Semenyo get 8 goals. So Joao Pedro they lead in that chart. They're going into another one, our player winner, Joao Felix. Joao Felix with the Chelsea go Barca now. We don't go now. Al Nassr na the Saudi Pro League, and it looked like they're in a very good form now. Al Nassr, I don't play 36 games, again 19 goals, 13 assists, 32 goal contribution all around so far this league. So it looks like the player don't get a new foundation. And for come up from Joao Felix, make we go on to Nkapie, as Arsenal they try for sign a contract with him in come on the club due to loan, but because of in good performance, the club they look forward for sign him on the buying clause option when a 50 million pounds fee. So hopefully the player go become an Arsenal player and go deal with the club. They not really get any full details on contract yet. They just say the club get interest on signing the player for a club. We go on to the next one. Nima don't get included in Ancelotti in squad as then get for go face France in a friendly game. Hopefully, it go make a good one. This now after we see Rodrigo be get injury and completely rule out. So Nima don't included, and Nima na Brazil top goal scorer. So now a good thing for the attacking line. If you get the likes of Nima, then Joao Pedro Estival and Martinelli and other quality players, then get for the part of that Brazil squad. It depends to who that Ancelotti there for Vinicius, Rafinha, Cunha, a lot of quality players. Them so Ancelotti gets a good attacking options, but we go see waiting the World Cup all for Brazil. And why do they talk on Brazil? Make we look at an interesting final we be playing at Brazil when the Mineiro final, and also we see then issue out 23 red cards in that game. They the first time for make one game get this kind amount of red cards. This after a big fight be happen inside that game day at the last second of the game. Cruzeiro already be the win the game, but after the kind clearance made by the goalkeeper, the game be end up in a fair. So we see Olquena, one of the team captain then for Atletico MG, all be involved in a fight. Olquena, a player will be well known due to in performance back then in the 2014 World Cup. He get involved into this clash and he be a captain, so he be make a lot of headlines, and today continue for make a lot of headlines. One match, 23 red cards because of players and officials and be involved in fight. The football pitch turn out to a wrestle ring. And we go on to the next update, and Cristiano Romero they plan for leave Tottenham on the summer transfer window because of the way they expect the club, things that they go right between him and the club, so the player they try for move. And why do they talk about league games? And so make we look at Man City, the next games them to come as then they compete for the FA Cup, the Champions League, and also then the EFL finals where they get for face Arsenal, then get a tough fixtures ahead of them as they get for play Real Madrid. When at tomorrow, the first leg of the Champions League round of 16, we also get for see that they play West Ham at the Premier League, they therefore play again Madrid. The second leg, they therefore face Arsenal at the Carabao Cup final. They also get for face Liverpool at the FA Cup, and then get for face Chelsea in the Premier League. They face Arsenal again at Premier League. So our Man City seems to get a very tough fixtures them, and we go see how Pep Guardiola in squad get for do for overcome them games here. And how many points you think say Pep in squad get with all them games here we then get for face and a tight side one day in different competitions them, about 4 competitions them with this big teams them already go start with the game against Real Madrid. We go on to the local league winner, the Leone Premier League, and try to get some updates on to them. We go start with the nominees then for the coach and player of the month of February. We the bottom pool. We see who side they nominate Charlie White of FC Cologne as coach of the month. He don't play 4 games, get 3 wins, 1 draw and 0 loss. We go on to Alhaji Foye during the month of February. Then play 4 games, win 3, draw 1, gets 0 loss. Again, we go to Dominic Corner for Banta FC. They play 4 games, 2 wins, 2 draw, 0 loss. And we look at Amadou Karim Star Sports Academy with 4 games played, 2 wins, 2 draw, and 0 loss. So all them coach not be make any loss in the month of February. So it's a tight one, and we get for see who that get for end up win the coach of the month. And we look at player of the month. We see James Jusu Kanja winner all Edwardian player. I don't play 4 games, get 5 goals, get 0 assists, and get 1 man of the match during the month of February. We go to Mohamed Kaba for Bo Rangers. He played 4 games, 4 wins, 1 assist. 4 games, 4 goals, 1 assist, 1 man of the match award. Salutarily of FC Cologne said we put up outstanding performance, play 4 games, get 3 goals, 1 assist with 1 man of the match. And we also see Musa Sisse of Abacha City be put up outstanding performance, play 4 games, get 2 goals, get 1 assist, and win 2 man of the match. We look a quick look at the table as they don't play match week 18, and we see Star Sports Academy they lead the table with 35 points, and Rangers closely they behind with 33 points. All Edwardians they right behind them with 31 points. Babue Warriors they do with 30 points. Where then FC Cologne get the same points. FC Cologne they fifth with the same points, but goal difference winner of 1. We also see Banta FC they sixth with 28 points. We can and Banta FC seems for they put in a huge number of goals. Then are the only club where get 16 goals, where now 4 goals ahead of Star Sports Academy where they behind there with goals. So Banta get a huge goals margin. We go on to the relegation zone. Make we look at on 15th position, Freetown City FC did it with 17 points, and close behind them with the same points. That Monsters did it with the same 17 points, but then they 16 because of goal difference of 1 with a goal difference of 2. We go to the next one when at the 17th we see Abacha City they 17th with 16 points, and then the right down na the relegation zone we see Lua FC did it with only 14 points, and it's a big one for Lua FC with the amount of games. Then still they are bottom with only 14 points, but hopefully then go bounce back. And we come up to the Marampa Mines Women's Premier League. A quick rundown on the results. The games that we then played during the weekend. Kaula Queens be defeat VMBOK FC 6-0, and we see Usai Patricia Umu be draw with Koya Queens 0-0. Mina Queens FC be win against Malema Queens 4-0, and FC Cologne be defeat Ascentonian 3-0. We see Sierra Leone Police be win over Rising Queens 2-1. Mombuemo Queens FC be lost to Ramkamara 3-2. And the table presently, Mombuemo Queens the lead with 36 points. Usai Ramkamara they closely behind them with 33 points, just 3 points difference. So any slip from Mombuemo Queens, we go see Usai Ramkamara they capitalize. And of course, FC Cologne female team self they behind them with 30 points, just 3 points. He also give them advantage over Kamara. So then self need for be very careful. But Kamara get the highest goals so far in the league with 59 goals this season. Where we see Usai Mombuemo Queens where the league get 33 goals and FC Cologne get 15, not much. But Ankaola Queens have the BN with 28 points and it does score 21 goals. So FC Cologne need for be careful. And countdown to the relegation, the Marampa Women's Premier League now only 2 teams they relegate. Malema Queens they done the relegation zone together with Ascentonians. Malema Queens get 4 points and Ascentonia only get 2 points so far this season, and they don't play 13 games. So now a very bad result, bad one for them. But then go see how the season they first more games there for play, and I should say them go improve on them points there. We and they get few updates about international players then from Salo where they do where we see JT Camara be get them team photo shoots. They play for Portland Arts and against the Sierra Leone flag eye, and the player put up a very good performance in the last season. He scored 6 goals and become one of the main man for the team. And also JT Camara will go on still now a player where they play now the US. Auguste Williams they play for Pittsburgh Riveros, but now he don't they play for Hartford Athletics, and he be involved in the 3-0 win just few days ago, and he be scoring opening goal as he just transferred at the team. That will be in debut goal. And Augustine are one of the main man at the USL league as he be win the championship last season, and he don't come. He also get na the second highest goal score as well na the league, so they put up a good performance. It's a disappointing one for Sierra Leone cricket as the U19 ladies then go represent Salone. But unfortunately, the game with them be play yesterday be end up disappointing as Malawi be get a win over them with 70 runs, and that will be a very disappointing one. But the ladies then go bounce back as they get for play Cameroon the 11th, and we hope for see them bounce back. The ladies and be only get 40 all out runs, will not be very good in that match day, and allow be get 110. So in total, then be win them over 70 runs when a disappointing one. But the ladies then go bounce back and hopefully then go capitalize. Like I said earlier, I get with me at the studio by Santigi T. Kamara, winner a member media committee na the Leone Premier League board, and I also get with me Abubakar Kamara, winner ABK, winner a media representative na the Marampa Mines Women's Premier League. ABK and by una welcome to Truth Sport.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nene, and good
Alright.
afternoon, listeners.
I'm not saying we can't for talk on a can't for talk about the Premier League, the local leagues the way they play, but other key as people the way they follow international football, you know, Arsenal fan and Aston Villa fan. So make we take a quick look at the Champions League games that we didn't get for play today. We see interesting one. And we could also talk about the one that we didn't get for play tomorrow. As today, we there for see Liverpool, they face Galatasaray, Newcastle get for face Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, they face Tottenham, and Bayern Munich get for face Atlanta, and Bayer Leverkusen get for face Arsenal. As you already wear Arsenal jersey. What that game they play tomorrow, Real Madrid get for face Manchester City. PSG get for face Chelsea, Bodo Glimt get for face Sporting CP. Into all them games here, so with today's results, I will start with you, ABK. They come up from the woman's side and we'll give priority. You team already then at the Champions League, or like by way Aston Villa not they compete at the Champions League, so we go give you the first go. I'm looking at them games there, so whose team you think they go make them into the next round if you compare Liverpool and Galatasaray and the rest of the team them?
Firstly, Liverpool and Galatasaray are a return match. We they meet up now group stage where Galatasaray be get a win in that particular encounter. So coming into this one, I don't think say Liverpool go able come left this particular match here Galatasaray again, because at this point in or at this stage of the competition, the thing where you take into consideration is each win matter. Each win they take you to another final.
Exactly.
Whether it's quarter final, whether it's semi final, but it takes you to another final. So Liverpool no go left this particular match then. Then if I predict, I predict in favor of Liverpool for this particular encounter.
Okay, a quick one with that of Barcelona and that of Newcastle, also Tottenham and Atletico Madrid.
Yes, of course. Barcelona they come away to Newcastle, then they come to England for camp play, and although not forget, then they lead the La Liga table and then determine going into this particular encounter. We see Newcastle, of course, themselves get from the last match where they played, then get a win, even though they get a red card against Manchester United, but they still end up for win that match day, and that alone they motivate you. Winning from your last match, they motivate you going into your next match. So I believe say it get for be a good game, a fine match for watch. And if I can predict, I will predict in favor of Barcelona for take home 3 points.
Atletico and Tottenham before come on to buy.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid and Tottenham na a two side way. I don't want to say both sides struggle, because Tottenham, of course, now the league, then they absolutely struggle. Then they just few points below relegation. But notwithstanding, in Europe, they have been doing well, and then don't continue for reaching this rounds of this particular round side. And they, so I believe say they no go can left this one go just because of then the struggle in the league. So I believe say if they put a good fight, this will be a starting point for them going further.
All right, we'll look at two other games because you're an Arsenal fan, so we'll talk about the game between Arsenal and that of Leverkusen, also Real Madrid and that of Manchester City.
Of course, if you ask me for predict between Arsenal and Leverkusen, you already know the answer, and everybody where they watch this program already know the answer. Say, are they go in for Arsenal? Arsenal don't play 8 Champions League matches this season, and now the only team will get 100% win record. Coming into this particular encounter. So I don't think say them go take them light. And this is one of the competition where people they always laugh at. will not one day win am. So this season, this kind of form we dey, we dey pray that God sese go continue for guide we till we sef lay on this trophy. So that's very clear. The between Manchester City and that of Real Madrid, na two team we don't meet regularly this BN10. For the past 3 or 4 seasons, them definitely they meet, whether they meet quarterfinal, semi-final, or whatsoever then they meet. So coming into this encounter and the form we City they presently, and that draw we then go draw to Forest. I don't think say then go one can let this even though and of course they get advantage because some of the players we Real Madrid get injured. We get injured in Real Madrid. That's an advantage to Man City going into this match.
All right. Arsenal then say when get an easy table, easy fixtures. They're looking at the FA Cup and that or the Champions League. You think say that not true?
No. That's not true. For any team we don't reach this particular stage, the rounds of 16 in the Champions League, it's not a funny team. You know, other teams they don't day out. We would think the likes of Juventus they out presently. We now people and you for scared of when coming to these competitions, but they are out there and a small team then pull and you go face in a small team there. Look at Bodo Graham what they did against Manchester City. They meet City later begin refund the fans and ticket fee. So it means anybody will reach now this particular stage not to you need to take
and Bodo Glimt really they got a very good one and
So
honestly I see them for go on to the next camp. But I'll make we can on to bye with these games them also as well, you know. Liverpool get for play Galatasaray today. Newcastle get for play Barcelona. Atletico get for face Tottenham, and Atlanta get for play Bayern Munich. These games then get for play today. Which team you think they get for make them on to the next round of the league?
First of all, I think the Liverpool game, it's a bit of a very competitive game because you look at the previous records. It is set we apart to something great, but notwithstanding, I say Liverpool for advance.
Newcastle, Barcelona.
Today being the first leg, I think Newcastle get for win, but Barcelona ever eliminates them at the end of this.
Wow, he first I know you get different of thing about this Newcastle Barcelona. Some people then can say I say it get for be a very easy one for Barcelona.
You look at the English aspect of the competition this European season. I think they don't put up a very outstanding fight. You look at only 8 clubs and qualified to the round of 8 to the round of 16. I think Danny Foss don't put into the map where it gave up a very competitive tie. Looking at how Newcastle play against Manchester United with 1 man down from the first half, you also did say they can compete at the highest level. So playing against Barcelona in England, I think they get something for offer to the English fans. Them. So I say a win in the first leg for Newcastle United, but they will be falling out in the second leg to Barcelona.
All right, Atletico Madrid and Tottenham.
Yes, Tottenham now is struggling side in the league, just very few points to the bottom line, but they have a very good run in Europe. Last season they were also in Europe. They did extremely well. Seasons ago, when they also been in Europe, they were also a struggling side, but they went as far as the other stage of the competition. But looking back at this, I think they get a very huge something for offer because now, for the past 3 seasons, I think they're at the club where they record the highest number of coaches being sacked.
Yeah.
You know, so looking back at waiting they want for offer to Europe, I think this is not the easy pathway for them for get back to the Champions League or any other competition next season. So they have something to offer at the end of the day. So I see a win for them.
Okay. Atlanta and Bayern Munich, a quick one.
Atlanta, Bayern Munich, of course. Atlanta gets very good odds, but Bayern Munich, the most stronger side against Atlanta. So I see Bayern Munich edging over.
All right. Real Madrid get for face Manchester City. That game day, everybody don't they talk about. It's a big game, a huge one, and 2 champions they face themselves.
That game they already don't be clouded by the fact Real Madrid gets a lot of injury blows and some part of bulk of the players and winner starting player not ever meets the first leg. So it gets a very controversial end from a Real Madrid perspective. But looking back at Manchester City, look back at the previous game, I think they know get a good game. But going into the Champions League, of course, they know they get some poor inconsistent runs. But I think they get the side with the disadvantage at Real Madrid. So I see them for edge Real Madrid.
All right, and PSG get for face Chelsea.
Yeah. PSG Chelsea, if you look back at the FIFA World Cup
Yeah, the Club World
Club
Cup.
World
Yeah.
Cup encounter, I think you want PSG for come for a revenge. But overall, Chelsea as well only getting consistent runs in the league. And looking back at the Champions League, I think Nyanda I don't think see the one for key all written and capable of. So I did say a very tight game, but I did say a draw in the first leg, then I see me PSG for qualify at the end of the day.
All right, how far you think say Arsenal get for go as they face Bayern Leverkusen?
Competitively, I think Arsenal na only the team na Europe of the three tiers of the competition from the Champions League to the Europa League and then the Conference League. We get 800% wins over the group stages. And I think going back to the round of 16, I mean the opponent have come very strong for edge Arsenal in their records and so it's going to be a very huge game. Being that they play so early, I only trust Arsenal for advance.
I know say you go get a different opinion about Arsenal, so I just get for keep the best for later. A game where happen we ended up turning into WrestleMania because 23 straight red card being issued in that game they all at the same time and this game be played in Brazil. Brazil they're known for bringing the streets into football, but now it's like they don't bring the fight into the game as well. I'm looking at this. What do you think, say, whose record or whose effect you think, say, this fighting way them players to put up in a final get for how you get for impact the game?
Nene, it sends a bad signal. That's clear. It sends a bad signal, and the game not there for fate. The game they about for bringing people in together. So if we come together, we're not final. Let's take it back to Africa. We AFCON final, how it erupted. Though we own better than this one because 23 red card, this was the record.
Yeah,
I know one is here. I don't know whether now all for players and then give or officials and be there around way because I not read the full story. I just see half of it. But I believe say there were some officials who we are giving red cards. But this particular one, but there should be people who are peacemakers. There should be securities who are there to man these people and for make sure say let them save we already at the stadium. I assume say are then at that stadium. So the security sectors where we are there. What happened?
Exactly.
These are the
It's a
things we
tight
they
one.
ask questions. We get stewards then at these stadiums. When some things and they go on, then I believe saying these people and the security apparatus and then they need to come together and quench some certain situations and they. But without that, they say between me and you, Nene, you as technical staff, una a team well composed, people well managed, going into them fight then they you get a huge role for play. Call you players into attention or to order. Call you technicals. You must get team must get possible get order. If you tell you say una come so everybody they come. Team must get that person there. But if it seems like these people we are not around. And I believe say they be there around because
Them
it's
be
just
there
football.
around because they even involved in the fight. We
You
see,
know.
if you can see that picture, they see why official there even be
Yeah,
end
so
up
imagine.
kicking one of the opposition player.
Yeah, so imagine it's not good for the game. That absolutely nobody not go condemn that one here. Everybody go condemn that act there. And going further, we don't know what the Brazil FA go do, the sanction way they go bring or whatsoever intervention they go do.
All right, I'm by with the same thing, this fight will happen at Brazil. A lot of fans then don't they say, this don't bring back the game in, like the energy of the game. Back the way you look at football, we they see them kind of incidents. As you look at this Zidane incidents, players that don't they punch officials them, and you don't see we not see something. In fact, this thing not ever happen. We are in a 23 straight red card be given to two teams then because they end up fighting in the final. And if you look at the red card, the way them issue, the winning team get more red card than even the one the way they lost. Although you start with the clash between the goalkeeper and one of the players then from the team will be the win, and it escalates. We see officials them involved. Unfortunately, we not able to play the video because of some copyright issues, but it really escalates. A lot of fighting happen. And so you are somebody way day into the media aspect of the game. What do you think about this? How this therefore impacts the game?
You know, anything we ever do with violence, I don't think it gets place in sports, especially soccer. The ugly incidents we happen during the AFCON gets and the media very blazed, especially from an African perspective.
But this look past the AFCON because the AFCON we see fans.
Yes, they can, but that scene they be make people across the global media being treated like we are some sort of villagers, you know, especially in Africa as Africans. But I think this incident take another turn over and then if which they think like if this be happening in Africa, waiting for them be the headline, the global headlines. You know, it happened in South America. But the incident, you know, very uncalled. You know, towards the dying end of the game, it was 90 plus, and then 23 red cards get for come. I think that is the second highest red cards when they record in South American football history. Because the first one will happen around I think 1984, so some stuff like that. You know, so all of them things ended. But it seemed like that one it been very, very outrageous. You see players involved, say security personnel involved, you know, marshals and then officials from both opposing ends were fines. But the world over very glued to that incident and they look up to whatever decision will come.
All right. It's a sad one. Bringing WWE into football, not really acceptable. But family, this not Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me na Nene Fofana. I go me by Santigiti Kamara, winner the Leone Premier League Board Media Committee member. And I also get with me Abubakar Kamara, ABK winner representative from the Marampa Women's Premier League. And we can talk about the teams, them, you know, it's already the second phase of the league and the performance with the team that when they put up the competitive, some of the challenges and waiting. Now the way forward as the second phase already start. We they come back after this quick commercial break.
Who say you come away you look glad so? Tell me sef dey laugh like I win Mercury.
Na the Mercury red box neighbor to we are comot. I go buy voucher for Cancy Dome win me daily thousands from Mercury, what we dey call King of Bonus.
Yes so Mercury don't make we all pots dey boil every day. Me don't buy me own voucher early this morning and nowadays na e-voucher me dey buy.
Wetin that? E-voucher? How it turn so?
E-voucher automatic where you pay for the voucher where you want. You dey give the red box retailer you Mercury online account number for make it send you voucher direct, just like where you dey buy your mobile phone top up and then send the credits na your phone.
You already dey up to date with the e-voucher and me start and late. How me sef go get chance for buy Mercury e-voucher?
Easy. Just go to your Mercury red box retailer, tell am almost amount of e-voucher you want, then give am your Mercury online identification number and it go send you voucher direct.
Wait you say I for give me Mercury online identification number? Lord,
yes ma, no worry. Forgive you online identification number no mean say they go get access to your Mercury online account too. Just like when you give somebody your bank account number or your email address, no mean say they go able for take money na your bank account or open your email message there. Then go only able for credit your online account with the e-voucher where you buy. You forget say nobody no go able for go inside your account where you no get your password and other details there. And one more thing, this Mercury e-voucher service available all day and all nights.
This na good news From now, Tego, na e-voucher no more I go dey buy from me red box retailer na ya. I don't know say e-voucher quick and easy for update me account. So wetin me get for tell me other party dem buy e-voucher we no get waste them and wayagba win you Mercury game them fitty fatter and then go pay you when you want.
more stress. With EcoBank, life easy, oh yes.
This na the national switch and instant pay wey EcoBank Salon don bring. You go fit send and receive money na all bank, just like that. Anytime, anytime.
Fast, safe, and quick pay every day. EcoBank dey make am easy the digital way.
Open your EcoBank account today. Enjoy real-time transfer with the national switch and instant payment service. A quick, safe, and easy for use.
EcoBank, the Pan-African bank for you, for me, for we all.
EcoBank Salon, your instant connection for make banking easy.
EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa.
This late and Ramadan season, Orange dey turn you every day call them to big win. Yes, because we there together. You can win over 1 million euros worth of prize them. Just make call, we go hit 50 euros every week and win 5,000 euros worth of food item them. Renew solar subscription or buy new solar kit and win 5,000 euros worth of food item them plus 10 minutes free call. Yes, we dey get winner every week. But wait oh, this is don't loud, yeah? Make call we go hit 250 euros every month and you can drive brand new keke. Waiting that inside this season, we get fit and blessing. Your connection for make you enjoy. Call more and win big. Orange, the better when we there together.
Orange.
Welcome back from that commercial break there. In case you just joined with this, na Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Today we'll look into the second phase of the Marampa Women's Premier League and that of the Leone Premier League. As the competition they on, it's intense. We see high spirits, even though the fans turn out, they're not encouraging much, but we don't see the FA as well. They put in a lot into the games, so as the clubs them and the players them as well. But I get with me by Santigi Kamara, we na media committee member na the Leone Premier League, and I also get with me Abubakar Kamara, ABK, we also na a media rep from the Marampa Women's Premier League. Welcome back from that commercial break today, guys. By looking at the league so far this season, a lot don't be done, a lot of money don't be invested. Let me talk first about the competitiveness of the first leg, and now that the second leg don't come. How you think say the team then they compete so far?
Looking back at how far we don't come as a league board and then as a league administrator with the clubs in the country as a whole, I think we offer the excitement to Leoneans they wish or they don't they pray for, because over time it don't take years we don't ever get a league as competitive as this league. Look back at how the league end for the first round. The team will be the last winner Loa FC being get 13 points, and then the team will be in the first being get 30 points. That is about 16 points difference, And then the team will be the first and the team will be second, third, fourth, and fifth on to sixth. Can argue say then can even win the league as well as the team will be last.
Yeah.
I think this is why I believe say this league for this season now the best and the most competitive and most thrilling competition we don't see win the men's top flight league. We don't see the emergence of new teams some of which don't kind of the league for just 2 seasons ago. We don't see the traditional clubs and some of we are accustomed to, you go na radio any side you pass na the corner and then team they are struggling for the time being. You get a team also where they don't take the center stage, we themselves been only struggle with runs and other things. But looking back at how competitive the league done they, for Star Sports Academy setting the stage very high for the oldest clubs them, including the Bow Rangers, the Eastern Lions, the Mighty Blackpool, the FC Cologne. I think it's a bit very much tighting at the top because every other team now they aim for go at the top. With just 2 points, 2 points difference between Star Sports Academy and Bow Rangers, and then about 5 point difference from this team where they say third, fourth, and so all the things and they put forward. I think put together. I think they don't offer we the most competitive league in the history of this country.
I agree. It really is competitive. I mean, in terms for maintain the competitiveness of this league, yeah. So we don't see the board don't include a lot of things there with that of the awards. Then we always done there, but this time around we see them putting shopping free into all that way. If a player win the coach win the coach of the month and the player win the player of the month, we decided to go and get shopping. Explain a little bit about this. First, the criteria we involved for make a player end up winner or a coach done with involving the shopping into the league, because a couple of times the issue of player welfare everybody is aware. So adding this to how you think that this get for helping that issue there as well.
For the coach and player of the month, for make his person get the nomination, first of all, if you don't show outstanding stats, outstanding performance, and if you don't deliver across the nominated period, our players to be nominated or our coaches to be nominated. At the end of every marked month where the match week they run, you dey get at the end of that period they get the most standout players and the most standout coaches then nominated. How the nomination they go for the if they would nominate for January, sometimes most times the nomination can start the same January, but in no can end January. Sometimes it can go February. So in that
The
light,
country on 103.9 FM,
in that light,
and we viewers them from across the world. We they watch we, on we
so in that
socials.
light, it go like this. The March week go don't start January, and then it don't go until February 2nd or February 3rd. Meaning that even though the games can go February, but the nomination also continue. Now March week in consideration. Now for February, from January,
Yeah.
the nomination don't start from March week 6 to March week, let's say March week 8. Now for March week 8 to March week 6. Now this March week 8 6 don't start February January 8, and then it will end February 9. March week 8 will end February 9. So let's say because of that, the first match inside the last match week don't start inside January. So in as much as that match week they continue to February, it's still valid for January. So standing at the misconception where most people they get say, but this player score February, but he not get the nomination. Meaning the term way he don't provide all the stats and they not inclusive of the term where they mark for nomination. So this is the thing. So that nomination process, it mean equivalent to how many goals you score, how many assists for the attacking players, and for the defenders, almost clean sheet you don't get, almost then they don't give you advantage for get awards, individual award like man of the match at the end of the game, and then almost block you don't get overall because we get per match basis statistics. And then for the goalkeepers, almost clean sheets you don't get, almost blocks, almost awards you don't get it all in the process. You get the nominations. So with the nomination cut across, not just get for do it other than the score, but individual performance count. So for the players in that now on that basis, for the coaches, almost game you win during that period, and then equivalent in total the points where you gain during that process there. So all I need to give you 10 for get the nominations. So when once all don't compile, we get the best out of all you want to nominate. So until we can get a pool of 8 or 10 per 10 coaches or 10 players. But at the end of the day, we pick the best 3 or the best 4 out of that, and then we get the names announced. When once they're announced, we put all the available stats and then performance based on the names and the point of nomination. So that is how the players and the coaches they get nominated. At the end of the day, we open the voting pool across the social media handles. On Facebook, we dey on SL Premier League board. On Twitter, we dey on SL Premier League board, formerly now X. and then on Instagram we on SL Premier League board, on Trends we on SL Premier League board, and as well as WhatsApp we on Leone Premier League. So all of them channels, and then you can access and then get the opportunity for vote for the player or the coach we think say interest you most during that month of nomination day.
Alright. We will come back and continue in that aspect. We make again ABK where they can talk for the Women League as the Marampa Mines Women's Premier League don't put in a lot of competition. We don't see goals them where you the shock saying that the woman they also they scoring goals here. So like I asked by in terms of competitiveness of the game, we see right now Kamara the defending champions, they below Mogbemo Queens, we don't they stand tall at this league here, so with just 3 points. And how the competitiveness are like we also see down the relegation zone, it's quite disappointing points the way the team here so get. But overall, I think say the woman they really put competition into this game here. So we see a lot of things them they happen in terms of individual awards them back and Boko in them.
Yeah, Nene. Of course, there has been great improvement in terms of the competitiveness of this league. You know, from first leg, imagine after some matches, we see where Mogomo Queens they lead by 6 points till the first leg done. Even the start of the second leg, the first match we then play, then get a 1-0 win against Rising in McKinney. That we still maintain the 6 points. But we see this weekend with happen. Mogomo Queens began for concede 3 goals, which was I can say early goals there. They score first one in the first half, then second half will be get a 2 goal way come out early, we make a 3-0, and Mogomo Queens began for fight back for pool 2. At the end of the day, then it not be enough for make them go overturn and for still maintain the 6 point lead. So presently it's 3 point lead as the competition they continue. But not forgetting FC Cologne on the other side, they bring competition to this table because presently the league leaders with 36 points, FC Cologne with 30 points, and anything can happen going into the next matches. After this week, I can say next week we'll see a fixtures in way, because presently I can say this weekend coming we will see where Mogomo Queens get for take on Vienborg, and Ram Kamara go take on Police, and FC Cologne get for take on Rising Queen. So after this week, next week get for be very tight fixtures for all the teams, and where they 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. This they bring the competition to its real level of playing. That we will begin seeing now whether this post here they still get for continue for maintain the league or then get for overturn this league. Not forgetting, if Ram Kamara get a win and Mogomo Queen get a loss in any of the subsequent matches, you will see we say Ram Kamara go overtake Mogomo due to goal differences. Because Mogomo assistants, Mogomo Queens get plus 33 goals and Ram Kamara get plus 58 goals. Wow. And then goals in here counts a lot. It counts a lot. We don't see in the Premier League, we say Man City be take a win Premier League with a goal difference against Manchester United. So going into next fixtures, this weekend fixtures coming, everybody I believe still get for maintain in standard. But going into that next fixture, we are in FC Kalongo, they play Ram Kamara, or Sierra Leone Police go they play Mogomo Queens. Then we go know whether this particular league, the lead get for old or somebody get for overtake the leaders. You don't see we would get plenty teams that we don't, of course, strengthening teams now in the second leg. We don't see Police get the likes of Koya. We win the woman of the match on the last match. We begin a Malema. So everybody don't strengthen in team. FC Cologne don't begin play Charger. Kadiato A Kamara we be they play for Ram Kamara. Now presently they with them, and these additions to these teams give a healthy competition. They'll not be playing the first leg of the competition. These players were don't call so, but second leg then they on, and coming on they know exactly what they can do. So you get for be a healthy competition. If we talk of the awards, the individual awards, then the player of the match or the player of the month, how the process can they go. Of course, we they deal with statistics, the performance. We they choose the first 4 or 5 best performer for the week, we put them up. But for 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, if you continue your performance within that state, then from there you come up for the Player of the Month award where the host where they go to token from the Marampa Mines Women's Premier League, and of course to the coaches. Then you play your consecutive matches. Then how many match you win within the month. We collate how many goals your team able to score, how they able, which clean sheet they able to keep, and then based on all them things, and then we can nominate the coaches then coming up for the coach of the month award. We instead can carry a token and of course a plaque and an award where they go simultaneously with that.
All right. We see outside the FA they try for putting big money into the games in order for push the games as well. In as much as the competition important, people like you say football can go with money. So by with all this and some of the challenges the one I don't they face. How we think say this aid where the FA they try for pouring. We see huge sponsorship from Leone as well into the game this season for help the teams them and from waiting the FA get for give plus the government. How you think say all them funds here so get for involved for help this team here because the prize money still maintain the same and also how you think say the league get for really this money then get for push the league go further.
We already into the second half of the league. The challenges we don't move with going into the second half of the league. With this investment we don't come or this revenue we come from the SLFA. I think it's a morale booster for the league board and as well as the teams. Because over time we don't used to this culture. The teams and we don't used to this culture. Say the board for give them seed money, like we then can call them commitment fee or any other thing like compensation or stuff. For make them able push their affairs. Bulk of that one day at the first round of the league the board we don't do that day and then
Yeah.
coming into the second half as well we don't get initial conversation and then with this support also we don't come from the FA it will go
Yeah.
faster moving forward but we also they look at other avenues for also able to generate funds like the government side of the thing just so that government also pay mind for make then some people see the need for also come at the aid of the boards we will continue forward the activities of the leagues across we will be very much sustainable for the future of this country and the future of the top flight football.
I'm one of the things as well where they don't they talk about more now the level of that of the marketing. The league though they go on, the fans turn out really poor. I think the only besides the game the way that they play offline, the ones the way that they play out, we only see the game between Easter Lions and that of Mighty Black where we get a very huge turnout. Other than that, the other games like where you see then Slipper that they play with then Star Sport Academy, All Edwardians and then Slipper, you can see the games can be the fan turnout can be very low with the other teams that they will be first strike and other team they no more the recent one then the bands are the way that they come in for play the turnout can be very low, especially at the SLFA Academy. I'm waiting the board done they do together with the teams them in order for market the league because if we could go back in years, the last league where we played at the National Stadium when at the 2019 period, we see huge number of fans turn out where the league big it on. A lot of people then be they go to stadium for go watch, the passion before they say then 3 o'clock the side street community don't become busy, stadium fans then full up the but now it's so disappointing because after that people then be they expect say for don't go past that level day. But I'm looking at the previous season onto this one, it turned out really poor. Wetin una don dey do for try for maintain or lift the league back to that standard day?
What I have clear on is there's a huge difference between the 2019 league and then the 2020, 2023 or 2026 league. The 2019 league, the difference was people and don't sit on for over 8 years and not play football. So coming back to that day, it don't give you the excitement for we leave off we always where we don't get outside unions but go back to the venues, the national stadium. We been given the opportunity for lace back with football and then for lace back with the traditional clubs. But over time we don't see since the closure of the national stadium the country don't strand with infrastructure, especially with the Apro School field and the SLV Academy. We in the Western area venues. One way or the other, you know they blame fans attendance for say now because the board not do publicity or the clubs not take responsibility. One way or the other, accommodation don't be problem across match venues, and then they don't really give stall to why sometimes fans can decide not to go watch game. But since also the responsibility of the board now for CC we will connect with the fans them, and we give the clubs and the responsibility for believe say the way the fans can come around the venues, the game will look very enticing, it will look entertaining, and of course it will look very much acceptable. So because of that, we don't study all the things and the challenges during the first half. Coming into the second half, the chairman doing wisdom, we don't call the board, the club same to attention, say, man, this is a league where we all accustomed to, where we don't used to, where we don't like, where we don't embrace as one thing we all for put we arts, we financial dealings and we moral, support to how we can get the fans sent back to the venues. The clubs them we now then get the fans them share bulk of the responsibility because now we the fans then go now the match venues, then go able get revenue for able support and clubs, for able support and players, add other things and we ever do it, whether I ever do infrastructure, whether I ever do salary basis, all them things then. So because the chairman was a former player, been keeper, he understands say the we find excitement staying at the venue, it give even the player the motivation for push on. So he called the clubs and tell and say we get a responsibility for push the game and push them to the fans. Una get una fans them, una know them base them. Let me go back to them base, let me continue for calling. Let me go back and call them to the venues. So I think with that, this second half, I think there is a bit of respite with that. The fans now actually don't they come to the venues because this match week we start in a match week 18 across the SLV Academy. We will see Mighty Blackpool being play FC Cologne. There was some amount of fans turn out that they approve school field. Other few games that we don't play. There's also a youth turnout. I think also now Kenema we see Bo Rangers play Cambo Eagles. We of course also that one day being attracted a lot of fanship. Yeah. So all of them things and they don't mean say acceptance on there in the clubs and really don't take the message back to the club to them fan base. So I think moving on with some of them things here, I think it go set way apart and then we will see how far this get for take we as a country.
All right. Out of all this low turnout, there are still positive results and positivity from the fans them as well. They run the shop at bigger games them. The league is very competitive. So I should say with time the fans then people then go accept the league fully and try for going for the watch then games here. But ABK with the women's league back, it's the same team. Then they play earlier where a lot of times people they don't say very, very challenging for many people then go watch the game because now early in the morning. But the turnout what you think waiting the board need for do for get the fans then for accept the female league and they go out for go watch the league because that can be a booster to the league. You look at the ladies them that they compete very intensively, that they compete very strongly in terms nationally, internationally. We see of recent the FIFA president Infantino will also be use them as a very good example to other nations them and other females them other leagues them out there where then go in for go win the Waffle Trophy, the U17 and that of the Sierra Queens. So with the marketing, how you think that could boost the players them and that of the league as well?
Yes, Nene, of course. Firstly, the marketing of the league, for the league, it's the responsibility of the league board. But when it comes to the marketing of your team, it's the responsibility of the team. But in as much as the league board, they try for do, the Marampa Mines Women's Premier League board, they try for do, for make everybody go get hands on deck, for make CC, the media wings don't do well or do well in terms of advertising your team and the league. Firstly, they begin provide data for all media representatives then across the 12 teams where they play the league. Okay. So that they motivate you for let you do your flyers then, and then they tell you where you post on social media platforms then, love with the tag various FAs, and for example, tag FIFA, tag CAF, tag the SLFA, and we see say it goes viral, and it's happening. Then get the Women's Premier League board get regional medias, and we see also na one part the media rep for the regional for the region, and we will say responsibility now like one within a media now, and then at Truth Media they tell people and how the game they play, and make sure say when these team reps make them flyers, then they send them to we, and we say we all the help for share them, and see say now with various platforms there for the attention of everybody. And when it comes to the attention of the fans then for let them go to watch these matches, it's basically the responsibility of these teams. The team now you get your fan base. The team now you get for talk to your fans then for come on board for come watch the game where you they play. Time don't change, we don't accept them. Female league worldwide they play in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. Some weathers then they play at 1 o'clock, some they play at 2 o'clock. In Africa, some places they play at 10, 11, and that's what we are told presently. We check with neighbor then in Liberia, then they play their matches by 12, 1 o'clock. That's their timing. And we now don't bring them to morning so that at least 10:45, let's say now 11 o'clock, that one nearly 11 o'clock with the matches and the start. So it's the responsibility of the teams then for make sure say you tell your fans then, you rally behind your fans then, convince your fans then let them come at the venue. By way of that, you're able even get small revenue for your team. For the board, they absolutely try, then they try well. Recently, the SLFA don't provide 2 buses, and then buses then we become the white buses there. They don't give the female Premier League board for doing maintenance on that, so that the teams then, the female teams then go less the struggle in terms of transportation. So then they start time from then two, then they force. And we believe say the vision of the president, Babadi Kamara, they wide above that, and they seek for bring these things then to normalcy, where transportation business for teams then go there at ease or at cost recovery. Because even if you go take Kawita, you get for do at cost recovery, so that teams are not going to pay excess. Like we, for example, if your price don't hike presently, if you ask a driver for take you from Kenema for go play na Makeni, you get for tell you about 20,000. Because what happen, you get for go, a park, a sleep, you play na money, it take you back for return it to you. So you get for charge you that amount, then they earn a huge amount for them clubs, and we know they raise revenue for get then can fund, then the password then depends on some of these the let's say the seed fund where they come up from the board, where not go be enough for cover you 11 away matches and where you they play. So for these reasons, when it comes to the advertisement of the league, I think the female Premier League don't do so well. So far so good, because attracting foreign players coming into Sierra Leone means the advert or the publicity of the league, or for CC the face of the league they out there. We currently get a player from Tanzania, we get a player from Ghana, we get a player from Benin, we get players from Guinea-Bissau, we get players of course from we neighboring Guinea, then they are from the Gambia, from Senegal, they are here. All because of what? How they sell the league out.
Okay, that's really nice and beautiful seeing that we only accept don't they attract international players them, and don't they draw attention from people them outside salon, because if a player ready for come now the league is sure say they don't they study the league and then decide for come play. Yeah, so because to players not so only the money matter, the competition, and also the career growth. Now, one of the two is very important. We did try for lock the program, but before that, I go and make a give opportunity for send out a message or anything we go and say about the league.
Of course, I believe say the Leone Premier League now only the best league in the world. I will no exception to that. Within, I'd expect all Sierra Leoneans now, but say we accept this league, because once we accept it, we go see value in them, and then other people then go encourage for like camp or accept them, and of course for push them, because now only way we push we league, other people then go see them. Or anytime we go to match venues, na for go criticize or for so now we corner. We're not even the watch game, but na for criticize we league and the standards. But other leagues in the world, then people they don't use nine and citizens or then people they don't use for push. Today, if you dey see the English Premier League, they admire, you dey see the Spanish La Liga, they admire, and because the Spanish and the Englishman and they don't see them as their own and they don't push onto you, and you should have to accept the reality. So if we all come back to accept this reality, say the New York Premier League are the best league in the world, you know we'll get them for skip for watch New York Premier League game, you go watch Arsenal, Manchester they play. So it comes back for ten we say we get a responsibility, we get a role for play. Because one way or the other, if the Premier League not benefit you, the country football they benefit you. It benefit you, papa, I mean your brother or your sister. I mean any other person way closer to you. Now, look at the employment opportunity where the league they offer. About 18 Premier League clubs with over 1,000 plus employment opportunity. So, it meaning directly or indirectly, you posting, you direct posting the benefits, you posting the benefits. So, if we all come back for supporting clubs here, so we they give them the revenue, we they give them what they want, then they support them players. Then they know they go unpaid. The players they know they go unpaid after 2-3 months. So it comes back to us as a responsibility. So when we accept for push the league go get in momentum and people across the world go accept them. Today we dey see players and we don't play at the highest level for this country. We don't go international. They come back for play the league. It's payback time. So if we back in doing things I think we will continue for excite other players for even abroad where they play, even in England. You go get opportunity for make player where they play in England come back now for playing the Salon Premier League. It's nothing new because across Africa they happen players and they come up Brazil for play the Egyptian league, they come up England for go play the Tanzanian league. So if we begin happening now, so it's because we all accept them. So because we have a very competitive league and one of the best league in the world, I want to give the responsibility to every Salonian for believe say we all can make them the better league or the best league like any other league would imagine in the world.
All right. ABK, just like buy if you get anything for send out there to fans and the teams them as well.
Yes, of course. Today we female football they play. Then they say na idleness for girl picking them. But now fambo them way they out there. Law begin see and say not so idleness. You they feel good when you see you picking well the national color, then they read national anthem for na feel. They representing country just like any other ambassador where they left this country. So if you picking feel like you want to play football and you think say you able to support them, even if you able to support them, there are teams out there we go able to support that picking for let in dream go come through. That's now one. And secondly, this message they go to the fans and way they follow female football and even the one that we know they follow female football. I want to follow female football because it's very entertaining. You know, if you get opportunity for watch Ram Kamara and Mobomo Queens in both, you're gonna say we picking then don't they ready now for play international football. We get Kumba Brema where the Latvia presently where they raise with flag high they are representing Sierra Leone and they score goals then week in, week out. Now from this league. We get Wiamo High from Mobomo Queens where they presently in Dubai. Instead they score week in, week out now from this league. So this league means business is coming, opportunities are coming, allow you to make it come, let it come instead showcase in your talent. And so the one that we organize is school leagues across the country. I don't go na corner, I don't witness the school league. It was great and for female football and I be so appreciate that particular one day. I don't go Kenema, I don't witness and I really appreciate them for make they go continue for good and young talent then coming up. Yeah. So thank you, Nene, and thank you, listeners out there. Mina Abubakar Kamara, ABK.
All right. As you don't hear, we don't say name again. It look like name ABK. That's not the voice of ABK. And I get also by Santigi, we can represent the Leone Premier League board. And they don't talk about the league, the competitiveness, waiting that they offer to the players, them and the clubs, them, and Boku team. They even call out to the fans them for the support. This not Truth Spot on Truth FM 103.9 and on Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. We don't give out a lot of updates in today's games that we didn't get for play. We talk about the local leagues, them, the Champions League, FA Cup, and Boku Boku other team them. As to